Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. This taken in right around the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Back to throw. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Adams. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Adams. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, and that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And this one is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeaux. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Back to throw. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's Barkley on the counter, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Looking to throw. Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Adams. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Adams. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Adams. Looking deep here for Mooney. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Darnell Mooney, 73 yards. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Bills are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Adams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Adams to throw. To throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Adams. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
33 yards that time. A first down carry for Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Adams. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. So after the INT, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Adams. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. His kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, And
that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen's throw here taken in by Gesicki. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he lost the football. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 1 more quarter remains now in Super Bowl 65 as we welcome you back to live action. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Adams. Quick completion to Henry. His first ever catch in a Super Bowl. A nice moment. And also a 1st down. Back to throw. Adams. It's a short one here. Complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Adams. Over the middle, it's complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's brought down. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And quickly they get to the line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Up the middle they go. Betts. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.